Hello there! I thought I'd take you on this little journey this morning. The wife has dropped me off roughly about, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilometres from the house, and me and the puppy here, we're going for a nice walk. And we're basically walking back through the countryside back to the house. Right, so we're taking the long way back. The road is up here, as you can see here. We're going to head down here for maybe about a kilometre, and we're going to come to a little waterfall. We're going to cross it, we're going to cross the river, and then we're going to go up through the fields and back around, like it's like a little bit of a big mountainous hill, and then back to the house, right? So that's what you have in store this morning. Let's go. Yeah, I love this time of the year. I love it. The grass here in Norway is just really starting to grow, which is as long as it's gotten so far. This is a field, a farmer's field. Looks massive, doesn't it? In the distance behind there you can see the hill that we're going to go on the base of along back to my house. But yeah guys, I absolutely love this time of year. It's my favourite time of the year. I think it's because the winter is so long in Norway that yeah, you really get excited for the spring when it comes. And in Norway it's a little bit different as well, as in, yeah, our spring really isn't there really isn't a spring if you really think about it, because we are actually going from this. We literally had snow maybe a week or 2 ago, and it's actually the summertime now. So our spring here in Norway is very short. You will be able to see from the trees, look, if you look up, if you look at the leaves, the size of the leaves, they're still very, very, very small. And yeah, I love it. Blue days like this, walking with the pup, going for a nice walk down to the hill. Yeah, nothing is better, right? So let's get on with it. I think this is quite funny, guys. Here we have a rickety old bridge, right? You can clearly see that it says 2 tons on it for the weight for this bridge. Look at the state of it. It's not mega bad by any standards, but yeah, me and the wife, we've walked across this before when there's been a tractor coming the other way that barely fits in this space. And it's the type of tractor, guys, where it has double tyres on it as well. I just thought that was hilarious. This is our railway. We actually have the same railway further up here that crosses in front of the house. Yeah, but you're not meant to walk on the railway, so what a gorgeous day. What a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Let's go, pup. See guys, this is my personal favourite thing about when you go walking in new places. I mean, I've been here before, but it's like, what is around that next corner? What is around the next corner? I love it. Especially when it's a blue sky day like this. It's just glorious. And did I mention that it is very good for your body doing walks like this? I have an extremely bad back, as you guys know, but walking like this once or twice a week is really, really beneficial to your body. Really beneficial. If you can get away with it, yeah, try and do more every day if you can. I would love to do it every day, but my body says no. My mind says yeah, but my body, it's saying no. Alright guys, I can see the farmer is up here with his tractor. I'm not sure if he's here, but I thought it would be a good time to talk about the right to roam in Norway. The laws are magnificent here, and I really feel sorry for you guys that live in the UK, especially England. And I watch a lot of your camping stuff. With the way you have to do basically stealth camping and stuff all the time. Yeah, it's not the same in Norway. There are quite a few differences, and one of them would be like this. Farmer's over there, you can see him. I can walk through his field. As long as there's no crop, I can walk through the field. If any of the land is, what would you call it? It's not been dug up for planting trees or crops or anything like that, I can walk through it. I can even camp on it if I want. Right, the rule for being near people's houses, as an example, it's kind of frowned upon for you to be within like 100 meters of their house if you're camping. So I can actually go onto someone's property and camp. Just say over here, for example, you see the little bit of wood that we just walked past a little bit. I can camp there as long as I'm 100 meters away from someone's house. And that rules, those rules are for anywhere in Norway, unless it is stated, do not come onto this land, like it's military land or something like that. Yeah, I can pretty much go wherever I want. There's a little pond down here you can see, and part of the river that I've been on my kayak before. You guys would have seen my video. We're heading towards that same little bridge. Come on, Lucy, let's go. So you can't beat the Norwegian way of thinking when it comes to camping and walking and keeping fit and all that kind of stuff. Someone's coming with their bike. I better put the camera down. Awesome place this is. They're making a real big deal of making walks and trails here in Norway, which I love. It's absolutely awesome. You see people coming on the other side, so I have to hide the camera. Lucy, watch those nettles don't sting your face, pussycat. Away down that way is my house. Going up the little walk. Guys, every single time I come up here I bang my head into that little bar, so I'm not going to do it today. Let's go, come on, you can do it. Lucy's a bit scared. You coming? Come on. Come on. It's a nice bit. Come on, my good girl. Come on. I might have to pick her up and carry her across. She's a bit scared. Lucy, yeah. Come on. And this bridge, it kind of wobbles a little bit. It's a suspension bridge. It just bounces up and down a little bit, and she's petrified of it. Look. Come on. Are you a good girl? She's fine. Good gracious. Let's go. Oh, it is very bouncy. Come on. Lucy, get her. Get her. I have to stop so it doesn't bounce as she'll walk across. Lucietta! Oh my god, it is so swingy! Lucietta! Come on, good girl! Good girl! Get her! What a beautiful view! You just have to take your time on this bridge. Oh my god, it's swinging so far. Get her! She's petrified. Come on. So you'd imagine there'd be some big trout in here. Come on, Lucy, you're so close. So close. Come on, good girl. We're almost there. Come on, Lucy, get her. Get her. Good girl. Come on, get her. Alright, we're past that part that Lucy loves. Now, I've never been across this side before, so I will have to look at my map that I have on my 4G thingamajig. I don't know if we have to go that way or this way. I'd imagine it's this way. Norgeskarta. That's what I look at. I like it because it works off your GPS and not your internet, which is awesome for into woods. A lot of ants here in Norway, in case you didn't know. We are about 200 meters away from that waterfall or rapids or whatever you want to call it. And guys, you can hear how loud it still is, and someone actually has their house next to it. So I mean, we actually hear that rapid from my house. My house is a good kilometre downstream that way, at least. So awesome day. Glorious. Yeah, I was going to bring out the Norges cart, but I don't think I need to actually. Because the main road is over here somewhere, and we just have to keep on walking this way towards it, and we'll get there eventually. Isn't that right, Lucy? You can hear I'm getting a little bit out of breath with that hill. Yeah, but the walk on this side is really nice. Look at this grass path. Isn't that nice and cool? Yeah, I've never been this way before, so we are more or less looking for the main road. And you can hear how out of breath I am. There's the main road right there. So we just need to follow this road back to the other main road, and then we're on a big circuit back to the house. A big cat up there, I don't know what that is. But I love the way the houses and stuff here are in Norway. I love it. Now, one thing as well, guys, is I won't film people without their permission. I know I think you're technically allowed to, without if it's in public and a public space. Yeah, but I don't like it. I've never liked it. So yeah, you won't be seeing people's faces in here unless I just happen to be walking past them. But let's go, Lucy. Lucy, what are you smelling? This bit is glorious. The horses in the field over there. Look at this view. Isn't that awesome? Literally kilometres of open space. And a guy in his electric vehicle behind me. Amazing stuff. Let's go, Lucy. Do you like horses, Lucibella? Hello. Hello. Yeah, he put his head up there. I'm loving this GoPro 9, by the way. I noticed how good it is in the shrimp room for stabilisation and stuff, but I think you'll probably see it's on a different level outside. It's just amazing. Come on over here, Liz. It's just amazing. I thought I would also film some of the houses as we go by them, just so you guys can see the type of houses that we have in here in Norway. Looking really nice. I love this plot of little land here with this house. Like this with the forest right next to it. Well maintained pine forest. Yeah, I see a lot of the plantation type forests in videos. Yeah, that's just not my kind of thing. This one is pretty nice though, this one where it's really open, it's been well maintained, looking real good. Away down the distance there, away over here, you can see the Tirifjord. It's like the third largest lake in Norway, I think. Tirifjord. Come on, Luce, Yera. You're gonna do a pee-pee. Hey guys, I thought I'd show you this as well here, and that is how much deforestation they do in Norway, and it is a lot. But whatever they deforest, you can guarantee that they're growing 2-3 times as much. And Norway is basically covered in forest. It's awesome. It's probably the most foresty country I've ever visited in my life. You can imagine what its what would it be called? Its CO2 emission rate would be. I mean, this is an oil producing country, and we don't use the gas they produce from it either. So the CO2 limit must be fairly low. It's probably about average, but I think our CO2 carbon emissions probably is cut in half from most other countries, because just the amount of forest that we have here is glorious in all of its glory. You know guys, I'm trying to see where my house is from here, because we are way far on the other side of the river from it. I think over there I can see like a little green shed. I think that might be our green shed, because I recognise the house on this side as being the house that's across the bank from us. And so behind those set of trees there is my house. And I'd sort of share that with you. You know guys, I was trying to show you some of the infrastructure and stuff here, and yeah, I think they have fibre here as well, which is pretty cool. We're pretty much in rural Norway, and yeah, I can see a fibre box here. Fibre, we have the same one, so they have the connections coming off the top. See all these wires here? That's all the telephone lines, fibre cables going to the houses. We don't have them in the ground here because it gets so cold here in the winter. It's probably can go down to like -30. You have wires in the ground, unless they're deep like under probably 2 meters, yeah, they're going to get broken with the frost. Any moisture that's in the ground that gets frozen, the ice can kind of break underneath and break the cables. So that's why in Norway we have all our lines above ground for the most part, unless it's in the south. Lucy's coming up to some chickens. She likes chickens. I think they're a wee bit hot, aren't they? They're all lying there. Hello. Quack, quack. So what's around the next corner? The thing I love about walking in new places is you never know what is around the next corner. Is it just another hill? Or is it a waterfall? I love it. I love it. I mean, what would you guys rather be doing on a glorious day like this? Sitting behind your computer playing games, being on Facebook, or being out here? It's awesome, just surrounded by forest. Oh no, another hill. This is probably the last one though, I think. There's nothing worse than facing hill after hill, but that is what gets you fitter, is facing hill after hill. Now I went on, guys, I don't think I've mentioned this in any of my videos before, but I went to a place called Troll here in Norway, and God, I can't breathe. And it was about 3 kilometers straight up to this place, and then 3 kilometers back down again. And I couldn't feel my legs by the time I got back down. I was destroyed. But you can imagine the most you've ever been out of breath ever in your life, like this. That was me the entire way going up. And coming back down was even worse on my knees and my legs. Yeah, so thank God I didn't film that, that's all I'm saying. This is a cool bit up here. It's from my house we can see the way up the top of this hill. Look at the house that way up there, top of that hill. It must have some view across the Tyrifjord over here. But I'd imagine, guys, that it's pretty windy up there. So believe it or not, where these buckets are is the main road that goes along this way that we're going to follow. Guys, if you're enjoying today's video, then please do me a big favour and like and subscribe. I think what I'm going to do with this channel is I'll do camping videos, walking videos like this, and I'll do somewhere different every single time, because I think that's what's the exciting thing about walking new places, is seeing stuff for the first time. It's just awesome. I've never been on this side of the river before, and I've lived here for about 6 years. It's bizarre. Lucy, what are you looking at? Lucy going berserk. That collie that went past. She just goes absolutely crazy that any dog that's bigger than her. It's like she's afraid. Lucy, are you afraid? Let's go along here. Yep, another new road. This is the main road, so we'll have to be careful on here. Yeah, this is the main road, guys. Come on. More houses for your eyeballs to see. I like this one, it has a big conservatory on the end. You can tell when you're looking for houses when you start to notice stuff like this. Lucy, come on. There's people in that garden, I don't want to stop. Fibre boxes on the ground. It's a newly built house. Looking good. Oh, you actually have a little bit of a view of the Teary Fjord past that white house there. I don't know if we can see my house from here. My house is behind all those trees there. Yeah, what a nice day. I'm just comfortably warm, guys. I have just a t-shirt on and this padded body warmer. It's the kind of day like where when you're out in the sun it's still a little bit cold, you're in the sun you're warm, and I'm walking now, so yeah, we should be good to take this off in a little bit. Lucy, yeah, there's a car coming. I always like to have Lucy on a short leash and there's cars coming. You'll notice that in Norway that most of the houses they have no fences. No fences, and are reasonably well kept, like the gardens. Grass is cut. This car here looks like the type of car that follows you in the films. Runs you off the road kind of thing. We actually have a castle in front of us here. We might have a little look at on the way past. Now I did plan to take a shortcut here, guys, across this field, but I can see that it's been planted, so I'll have to go all the way around. I don't think the farmer would mind if I went on the inside, but yeah, it's a nice day, so we'll go for a little walk anyway. And I was thinking, it's such a nice view we have here. Over, where is it? Over here is Kong's View, a place called Kong's View. There's a hotel up there, and you can walk up there. It's like 3 kilometers up, and then you're at a place that's like a really, really good place to view things from. I've been away up on top of these hills up here as well. It's where I go camping most of the time. And when I take my kayak away up to these lakes in the hills, it's a nice place to visit. But I can see down here that we're coming up on the big lake, so I won't film anymore until we get over there. You know, that could be the first frog I've seen this year, and as Hayes Outdoors would say, medic! Yeah, a medic's not going to help that poor little fella. Right guys, there's the Teary Fjord right there before we get back down to the main road where all the busy cars are. There's a little castle here. No idea how there'd be a castle here in Norway, but there is. As I said, my plan was to cut straight across here, but there's stuff in the field, so I won't bother. But yeah, we'll take you down to the bridge down here and we'll see if we can spot anything that's interesting. Look at this cool thing. I don't know if this is a seat or a bus stop, or it's not marked for anything. I did notice that they had stalls sometimes outside the farmers' fields where they put potatoes, and it just works on like an honesty thing where you put money in and you can take a bag of potatoes if you want. I think that's probably what that thing was there. Someone's coming on a bike, so I better go. Yeah, so the place behind me that I said I was going to cross over here, over here it is actually marked as private property, which is, I've not really ever seen it in Norway, but yeah, if you see signs like that, there's no point causing a fuss or anything. I think legally I'm still entitled to walk across a field like this as long as I stick to the inside bits and whatnot. But Lucy. I keep on forgetting I'm on the road with Lucy because she is likely to run at stuff. So yeah, short leash for the pup. I actually have one of those belts that have a leash on them, so I could attach it to my belt, so I don't have to worry about stuff like this all the time. But yeah, guys, I just thought I'd update you on the little odd rules and regulations concerning the right to roam, I would say, because I think technically, right, even if you're on someone's property, right, if it is land that is not, I don't know what you would call it, processed, what is the word, like land over here, you can see here, like there's loads of trees, and there's a little bit of woodland, and it's rough, and it's not kept. I could camp there for 2 days without permission from this owner here, if I wanted to, but I wouldn't do it. It's just not, there's no need to do it. There's so much countryside around here. Because we've actually had people walking up and down our drive before, and me being from Scotland, I was like, hello, can I help you? Why are you in my garden? And they're like, nope. Just carried on walking past me. I was like, okay. So that is the way it is here. I'm going to play a little game as we go along here, because I think you will find this a little bit fun and interesting as well. And that is, how much do you think the house is worth? And the reason I'm telling you this is just to give you an idea of the prices of houses in Norway. So we're going to pass one here that is a little bit run down on this side here, just behind the sign. Hope there's nobody home. I don't like filming people over the home, but I can't see any curtains or anything in it. And it looks a little bit run down. Has a basement, 2 stories, probably has 2 bedrooms, something like that. Let me know in the comment section how much you think that house is worth. Because if I told you now, it's probably worth about 2 million kroners. Yes, that type of house here is worth about 2 million kroners. Yeah, you'd be like, oh my god, that's so expensive. It is. It's the kind of thing where if you live near a village or a town or a city, house prices go up. It's the same everywhere in the world, right? So we looked at a house the other day. It was 1.5 million kroners. By the way, guys, that's about £150,000, $200,000, something like that. Not mega expensive, but that is the price that you pay for something like this little house. You can see nobody lives here, no curtains, nothing. It is a nice little house though. 1.5 million kroners, and it's yours. Job done. If she stops one more time. Here's the guard houses to this castle up here. It's quite odd that it has guard houses here in Norway. You know what I think? As you can see up here, I don't want to film it because obviously people are living here. Hide the camera. You want some food? Are you sure you want some food? She wants some biscuits, guys. Let me just see. We have a little pack of biscuits here. I'm going to take some out and we don't make her do much tricks, but let me see. How many tricks does Lucy know? Let's see. Spin. Good girl. She did it first time. Good girl. Lucy, can I have a paw? Good girl. Can I have the other paw? Good girl. Right, so she does all of her tricks. Let's see if she does the last one. Lucy. Stay. 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 Come get it. Come get it. That's a good girl. She knows a lot of tricks now. And yeah, a good puppy. Come on, let's go for the walkies. Let's go for the walkies. Lucy's starting to go a little bit crazy because she knows we're almost home. We're literally, 500 meters from the house. You coming, Puss? So we'll have a look at the water down here off the bridge, guys, and that'll be the end of the video, I think. Let me know in the comment section if you've enjoyed watching it today, because if you have, If this video gets more than 100 views, I'll make another one. There you go. Let's have a look at the water down here. Look at all these alder cones in this tree. Millions of them. Lucy, are you coming? Are you coming? Are we going to go home? Are you sure? Come on, let's go over the bridge. Let's go over this bridge. Water level is still very, very low. We have noticed that there might be a beaver here. Just up the river a little bit, there's signs of beaver activity where they've been gnawing at the trees and then disappeared. Two big logs next to each other in the water. It could be pure coincidence though, but yeah, let's have a little look over this bridge. Lucy doesn't really like this bridge for walking on. She tends to go really slow. Must hurt her feet a little bit. If she stops, I'll pick her up. But guys, look at all these alder cones in this tree as well. Have a little look at the water, see the depth, and I think we'll call it a day there because I'm going to have to pick up Lucy here. I think she doesn't want to walk. She's a bit scared, you see. Come on, Lucy. Come on, Puss. Where are you? Can you see her down there? Maybe if I go like that, bend right over. Yeah, but a river is very low. You can see all the wooden structures from an old wooden bridge that used to be here before. Oh, yeah, that is what it is. She's not going to walk, guys, so I'm going to call the video here. If you enjoyed today's format and video, then please do like and subscribe. Once I get over 100 likes, as I said, I'll make another video. I want to see if people like this kind of thing. Okay? Have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.